Let me show you Hyatt's app. Right here is the home tab.
Building, palm tree, screenshot, window.
And nothing is reading. So it's been about a month since Hyatt pushed out an update fixing the accessibility issues with VoiceOver. So let's take a look.
60. Discoverist. Middle dot. Icon bonus points.
It looks like we can finally navigate this interface again. So that's good.
Button. Where can we take you? Button.
Now I'm going to speed up parts of this video because if I don't, it's going to be way too long. Let's go to the contact page. Very nice, very nice. Now Hyatt, please understand that the issue that you fixed is not the only accessibility issue with your app. Why do I say that? Well, I'm going to run through a few pages outlining the accessibility issues that I found. Let's go to the booking page. Right off the bat, what are these three things on top? Are these tabs or are they buttons? To be honest, I didn't even know I could click on them. Nevertheless, let's go down the page. Some of these buttons are labeled weirdly, and some of the buttons are not even labeled at all. But the worst is this. As you can hear, this form title does not line up with this form field. It's not until I heard May 11th did I realize that the form field is not tied to the form title at all. Now let's click on one of these dates. It brings up the calendar. Now this calendar only has one heading level, and that's the top heading. So to make it easier to navigate down this page, please add some heading levels to the months. Because right now it takes forever just to select the date. Because it's taking me forever to navigate this interface, let's speed it up a little bit. Now if you listen closely, they forgot to change the check-in date and the checkout date icon. Those icons both say calendar day start. Now similar to what I mentioned earlier, these form titles are not tied to the form fields. So as a screen reader user, I thought that I was choosing one child, but this number actually relates to the number of rooms, not the number of children. And sure, you could do the math to tie the form field to the form title, but when I'm booking a room, I would prefer not to do that. But other than that, everything else looks like it reads fine here. Let's go find a hotel. Now on this page, the back button is not even a button, it's an image. So maybe make that a button, please. And here I think are the results. And I'm gonna reiterate here, please label your buttons. It is so annoying when there's unlabeled buttons. Now going into the list of properties, there's another unlabeled button. I have no clue what that means. And then here's the title of the property. So these property names should be heading levels, because then we can jump through this page really quickly. Now it looks like this is a favorite button, but what is this then? I know it's an unlabeled button, but the screen reader thinks it's a heart. So is that the favorite button? Now hopefully you understand why you should label your buttons, because there's a lot of confusion going on. Also, nowhere on this page does it show how far this property is from your search result. I remember the old Hyatt app used to show that. Nevertheless, let's go select a room.
Select a hotel. Back button. Rooms and rates. Heading. Button. Button.
Again, there's unlabeled buttons right here.
Button.
I'm going to speed this up. Now this long description has a click here link right in the middle of the description. Please do not use click here links. I don't know where that click here link is leading to, and it's really difficult to get to that link, especially in this app. And down here, it looks like that this is an improvement compared to the old app, but let me show you. So normally, to expand an accordion, you would double tap, and it will expand. But as you can tell, it did not do that. Now let's quadruple tap. That didn't do anything either. At this time, usually the screen reader user will just give up. So without using screen recognition, how do you open these? Well, you have to double tap and hold until you hear that, then it opens. So as you can see, Hyatt, you have a lot of homework to do. If you
White flash
fix
note.
these things,
Book button.
it really makes your app more
Point slash.
tolerable to navigate
Raise
using a
rules.
screen
Button.
reader.
From
But anyhow,
20,000.
what do you
Point
think?
slash night.
Do you have
Yes.
any other
$558
suggestions that Hyatt should
USD.
consider when
APG slash
improving
note.
their app?
Including.
Are there
Use
any
report.
other apps
Button.
that you would like me to test? Let me know.